No long intros, no annoying advertisements. I'm Shield Maiden, and this is how to complete Salvation's Edge. Nothing feels quite like defeating the big bad in any game. Killing the Witness was the best part of Destiny 2 for me, and now I want to make sure you can do it too. This guide is just one way of doing things. In doing helps, these are the strats that made teaching new people incredibly simple for me. I'll be talking about the red border chest at the end, so if that's what you're here for, just skip to the end. There's one mechanic that's the same for the first 3 encounters with slight variations. This involves 2 plates and the monolith. You'll find the starting plate and ending plate connected by an orange circuit line on the ground called a resonant trace. To complete the circuit, starting plate will be stepped on to send the resonance. At the ending plate, watch the energy flow into the plate, wait about 1 second, and then step onto the plate to bounce the energy back. If you're not near your plate immediately because you're killing ads or picking up resonance, never fear. There's a circle that gets smaller on the plate, and you have until it gets to the middle of the plate to step on it without breaking the cycle. Keep bouncing the energy back and forth between the plates to create resonance fragments near the plates. Pick up the resonance fragments, but no more than 3. If you do, you'll die. To close the monolith, shoot the glowing middle part and then step onto the plate when the resonance energy is in it. Remember, there are variations to this in the second and third encounters, so having this understanding up front is crucial. Substratum. This encounter is very straightforward and easy once you understand how the plates work. Split up into 2 teams of 3. One team will take the middle rooms and the other team will take the corner rooms. Dunk the resonance in the box to start the encounter. In your teams, follow the ads through the rooms and kill them as quickly as possible. Kill hydras to open doors for the other team. One team will encounter an overload that they should nuke immediately. This will spawn a tormentor in the middle room that needs to be killed quickly. Complete this cycle one more time of ads, hydras, overload, tormentor, and then look for your plates. Bounce the energy to create resonance fragments. These fragment pieces will spawn by each plate and in middle room. Try to bounce it enough times to create enough resonance for most people to have 2 or 3, because these fragments extend your encounter timer once you depot them into the resonance box. Close the monoliths, then everyone meet in the middle to kill the subjugator. After that enemy is defeated, the resonance box will spawn and everyone should dunk their resonance. Remember, do not collect more than 3 or you will die. Complete this cycle for a total of 3 times to complete the encounter. The encounter chest is up the stairs and on the left. Dissipation. Again, knowing the plate mechanic is important because there's a twist for this encounter. We now have 2 types of resonance fragments, pyramidal and spherical. We just call them triangle and circle. Team up into 3 groups of 2 and take left, middle, and right positions around the arena. There are 2 plates per side, a starting and an end plate. Make sure you know who is on what plate before starting. The cycle for one rotation is as follows. Shoot the plate in the middle to start the encounter. Kill ads in your respective areas. There will be a yellow bar ogre, phalanx, or wizard depending on where you are. Nuke it before it can get to the middle fighting arena. One player from each area will be called to reckoning, displayed in the middle top of your screen. Go down into the arena, kill the taken knights that spawn on the stairs, and shoot the boss's head. This will create 3 blights around the arena, 1 in each section. This will also create a small blight above the boss's head to let you know that he's immune. For one of these sections, the blight will spawn in front of the green statues in the arena. Once all the blights are down, the blight above the boss's head will disappear and you can shoot his head to break it. You'll know it's broken because Call to Reckoning will change to Stolen Favor. With this buff, you can see which resonance is in your monolith to close it. If there's a sphere, you're going to need a spherical resonance when you shoot the monolith and step on the plate to close it. If you accidentally pick up a pyramid first, it's okay. It only matters what you pick up last, because that's what your resonance stack will change to. Once all areas have closed their monoliths, meet at the far side of the arena to dunk your resonance into the box to extend your timer. Then it's DPS time on the boss. We like having one person run Ergo Sum with Wolfpack rounds and the rest of us run Bequest with Vorpal and Relentless. Complete this cycle a total of 3 times to complete the encounter. The chest spawns in the arena. Repository. This encounter is all about speed. You'll need to be able to take out tormentors and subjugators quickly, and sometimes solo. Microcosm is really good for that. We also now have 3 resonance fragments: spherical, hexagonal, and pyramidal. We just use circle, square, and triangle. There are 3 rooms in this encounter. In the first room, the start and end plates are connected as usual. Left start goes to left end, middle to middle, and right to right. In the second room, left goes to middle, middle goes to left, and right still goes to right. In the last room, left goes to middle, middle goes to right, and right goes to left. It's important for the people on the starting plates to remember where the circuits go. One rotation is as follows. Dunk the resonance into the box to start the encounter. Each circuit has its own tormentor for a total of 3 at a time. Kill the tormentor on the ending plate. The person with the final blow on the tormentor is going to be able to see the resonance in the monolith. Call out the monoliths from left to right. We usually put it in team chat. For example, from left to right, if we see circle, triangle, square, we type CTS. Begin bouncing the energy to create the fragments. Make sure everyone's picking up fragments only from their own areas. Once the ending plate people have their resonance, go to the end plate that matches the fragments you picked up. If I picked up triangle fragments, I want to go to the monolith that can be closed with triangle. It's okay if you don't get there quick enough to keep the energy bouncing. Just quickly kill the subjugator and then call out send to left plate and lock the monolith as usual. Turrets will spawn twice during the encounter, once when all the tormentors die and once when all the monoliths are locked. There are 2 per side and they are lethal. Make sure to take them out. Once all 3 monoliths are locked, the resonance box will spawn in the middle and you can dunk your remaining resonance. Defeat the unstoppable champion that spawns at the door and then follow the path to the next room. Complete this rotation for a total of 3 times to complete the encounter. Chest spawns at the last door. Verity. This is the encounter everyone seems to have trouble with. It's quite simple with 3 basic mechanics to know. Before I get into it, make sure all guardians look different enough, are easily described, and have easily identifiable ghost shells. Again, all different. This is really important for this encounter. Solo room. Find your statue and see what 2D shapes you're holding. Have one person call out or type into team chat the 2D shapes from left to right in the solo room. Look at your wall to see what you have. These will drop from the knights that spawn. Get rid of any shape that doesn't match the one you're holding. When all solo rooms have 2 shapes on their wall that matches what they're holding, call it out. Then, give each statue one of your shapes. At the end, you should have 2 shapes on your wall that do not match what you're holding. Pick them both up at the same time and exit through the stained glass door at the back. Some lore that might help you. The 2D shapes you're holding is what the witness wants you to be. You end up creating a 3D shape, not using the 2D shape you're holding as a middle finger to the witness. Kinda cool, right? Trio room. 2 people should be killing ads while 1 person dissects, or have 1 person responsible for each statue. Unstopped spawn in trio room. The goal of trio room is to create 3D shapes for the statues, not using the shapes they're holding in the solo room. For example, if middle statue is holding a square in solo room, my job in trio room is to create a cone 3D shape as their key to get out of the solo room. Do this by killing the knight that drops a square, pick it up, and dissect it from the statue. Do this until the 3D shape no longer contains the 2D shape. Ghost phase. During all the shape movement, the witness will notice the guardian's efforts and kill 3 guardians. In trio room, you will see the 3 ghost shells. Make note of the ghost you are picking up, call it out, and move to the back where the 6 statues are. We usually label them from left to right, 1 through 6. The people that died should cycle through their fire team's POV until they see a statue on a lit platform. Call out the statue. Call out should sound like, Shield Maiden is on 5. Once all 3 are deposited, continue doing whatever you were doing before the witness rudely interrupted. When all solo players make it out of their rooms, kill the unstops, and then the witness will kill 5 people. The last person standing should wait to hear a definitive call out for a statue before picking up any ghost. Once the first deposit is made, guardians are freed and can help with the other frozen guardians. Complete this cycle for a total of 3 times to complete the encounter. Chest spawns to the left of the elevator. Zenith. Finally, the witness. You'll want to identify at least 2 people minimum to be glyph breakers, as well as have at least 1 person volunteer to shoot the resonance shape. The others are ad clear. There are 3 hand attacks. Circle attack is floor hand, triangle attack is ceiling hand, and square attack is wall hand. Glyph breakers. Identify which hand you want to break. Using floor hand for an example. We know that floor hand does a circle attack, so stand in the circle attack and quickly shoot the bracelet on the hand. Shoot it until it breaks and reveals a color and a shape. Let's say you broke it and revealed green triangle. Now you need to go stand in triangle attack until you receive pyramidal resonance on the left side of your screen. Then, go back to circle attack, stand in it, and shoot the bracelet of the floor hand. This will cause it to completely break, and you will receive Glyph Breaker at the top of your screen. This now means that you can shoot one of the witnesses' buttons on their chest. This will spawn a subjugator on both left and right side. We try to shoot buttons around the same time to limit the pairs of subjugators that spawn. Repeat this until all the buttons are gone, thus starting damage phase. This is 1 rotation. Pretty simple, right? For shooting the resonance shape. While the glyph breakers are running around dealing with the witness throwing hands, there will be a point in time after a hand is broken that the witness decides to test you. All this means is that the glyph breakers need to call out which hand they just broke, and they'll know because the hand glows orange and screams. This is the shape you are making with the resonance in front of the witness. After you correctly shoot the resonance into the shape, the witness will do an anime attack, and everyone needs to be in the air for it. I usually jump when I see the witness open their eyes. During witness DPS. The witness has a crit spot on their chest, and it's very easy to hit. The problem that most people run into is dying on the DPS platform. This happens because the witness is throwing attacks while you're doing DPS. The attack follows a pattern, so learning the pattern is crucial. The attacks run diagonally across the platform 2 in a row. You'll want to make the call out for where to run to safety, and the next call out is always exactly the opposite of where you just were. For example, if the witness throws an attack diagonally from left to right, the callouts will be front right, then back left for safety. There will be an audio indication if the witness plans to make y'all jump as well. It's more important to stay alive here than to do damage, so don't feel bad as you're learning and getting a feel for the rhythm of the damage phase. For witness DPS, I highly recommend Microcosm for any class because it's powerful even from hip firing on the witness. Next step up would be Still Hunt, and the ultimate witness DPS is being able to fire the Still Hunt Super, swap the rocket, the holster mod should refill Still Hunt, and then swap back when it's full to fire the Still Hunt Super again. Obviously, Golden Gun with Celestial Nighthawk goes hard here, as well as 1 Warlock on Well for anyone getting hit by Resonance Blast. There's also a build for Titans that I haven't tried yet using the new exotic chest piece that apparently goes really hard for all you Titan mains out there. Final Stand is also a bit shorter than most other bosses, so make sure you're saving damage supers for Final Stand. Otherwise, kill the witness, don't forget to pick up your loot, and accommodate your fire team. Red Border. You can find the solution to the Red Border chest near the entrance of the raid. Jump up on the statue and read the 3rd column of shapes from bottom to top, remembering the 1st, 3rd, and 5th shapes. These are the resonance that need to be deposited in the monolith at each section of the puzzle. All of the puzzle can be done with 1 person, but 2 people makes it easiest. The first room is found early in the jumping puzzle before the first encounter. Off to the left, you'll spot a set of stairs with a doorway to jump into. Activate the circuit, pick up the appropriate resonance, and deposit it into the monolith. When done successfully, your activity feed will read, "Energy flows deeper into the monolith." The second room is found just before the second encounter. While on the green pillars, look to your right before jumping into the second encounter and you'll see a spot in the bar's wall where you can jump into. Activate the circuit, pick up your shape, and deposit it into the monolith. The last room is found after the first secret chest and before the 3rd encounter. When you come to the section where you need to traverse the routes, there's a group of orange blocks to the left. At the top of these boxes is the last circuit needed to unlock the chest. If the whole puzzle is completed, your activity feed will say, "A boon will be granted," and your chest will appear after defeating the witness. If you're looking for a fire team to complete this raid with, feel free to join the Discord. I have plenty of people in there ready to take people through Salvation's Edge. Otherwise, good luck and have fun, gamers! If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like, subscribe, and check out the videos on screen for more Destiny 2 content. Bye!